You create your own luck. I'm Cole. This is my journey of becoming a professional soccer player, building a bootstrap business, and showing my path to self-mastery. I make these videos to help people create their ideal life. Today's video is focused on creating luck. If you're trying to achieve anything really big, luck will play a role in your journey. But a lot of people see luck as just something that's outside of their control. There are actions and steps that you can take in order for you to become more lucky. Recently, I've just gotten my apartment for the next year in Spain. This was a long, exhausting search of over 3 months, and the combination of me, my mom, and my roommate have probably talked to near 200 people trying to find one apartment for the next year. The apartment that we've ended up going with is a great deal. It's about 500 euros less than what we were looking at, and it has everything that we need in the location that we want. I would say that we got lucky with this apartment. However, this apartment didn't just fall into our laps. It took hours and days of constantly checking housing sites for Madrid to find this place. Then, when the opportunity did come, we did not waste any time and got to booking it as soon as possible. By us having multiple people on multiple different sites looking at different housing options in Madrid, we could spread ourselves out to see as many options as possible. I personally have probably reached out to over 100 different places, most of which didn't even respond. But finally, about 2 to 3 weeks before returning to Spain, I have my apartment. In order to get lucky, you have to continue to try over and over again. In our example, it didn't matter if they didn't respond, it didn't matter if we were talking for a little bit and then it would fall flat, or if we just got outright rejected. We continued to try to find a house because it's what we had to do. There was no other option but to find a place. Now, we could have still not gotten lucky and gotten this great deal in the apartment. Just because you continue to try over and over again doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get lucky, but you'll never miss a lucky day if you never miss a day. Luck nor success is guaranteed at all. However, you should try to increase the likelihood that you will succeed. There's certain ways that you can go about this in your life. The 3 pillars that I think build to luck is consistency, asking questions, and not giving up. You want to be consistent in what you're doing. As I said earlier, if you never miss a day, you're never going to miss a lucky day. You don't know when those lucky days are going to come, so you have to try every single day in order to make sure that you're ready when it happens. Next, you have to ask questions. A good example of this is a story when I was out with my recent roommate in Madrid. We were out at night. We stopped to get some churros from this place on our way home. We'd both gotten one and he wanted to get another one. We were talking about it and we came to the conclusion that we should just ask. Very helpful frame of mind that I used to think about whether I should ask for something or not is that the state that you have would be the same as if you were to ask and get rejected. So in this case, he wanted another churro, but he wanted it for free. So he could either ask the person, get rejected, or he could not ask and save the embarrassment of trying and not getting anything. Either way, he's in the same state. He doesn't have an extra churro. You have to be willing to ask for things. If you want to be great, if you want to be something in this life, you're going to have to be willing to take something for yourself. If you're always sitting on the sidelines and afraid to go in, you're never going to make that impact. Then the third thing, trying again. In asking for things, you're going to get rejected a lot. That's okay. You're going to get rejected in your life anyway. You have to build that muscle of dealing with rejection and allow yourself to continue to move on no matter how many times you fail or it doesn't work out. Each time you try is just another attempt before you get your goal. If you knew that you had 50 more attempts until you got what you ultimately wanted, would you hesitate when the next attempt came up? Also, if you think of yourself as a lucky person, you tend to actually be more lucky. This is because you're more willing to ask for something and try again in the face of failure. If you think that you are lucky and in the end that it will work out, you don't have the same fear as other people who are a little bit more pessimistic. For example, when talking to a girl, you're more likely to go up and try to talk to her if you think you have a chance with her. If you see a really pretty girl, but you think you have no chance and it's just a waste of your time, the likelihood of you going up and talking to her is a lot less. In most scenarios, you're not guaranteed to get the girl. However, never going up and never going to talk to her won't guarantee that you will never get her. Success nor luck is guaranteed. You want to maximize the likelihood that both occur. I hope you got some value from the video, and thank you for watching.